In example 2, we have some final exam scores, and we want to find the 5 number summary, and we'll also create a box plot from that. Now, if you had to do this by hand, you'd want to make sure that everything is in order, and unfortunately, everything's not in order here for these final exam scores. So you'd want to make an ordered list, and then you can go through and find the 5 number summary from that. The 5 number summary, by the way, is your, let's do this here, 5 number summary is going to be the min, Q1 or the first quartile, the median, Q3 or the third quartile, and then the max. Now, once again, you can do that by hand, but we're going to try to do this using our calculator. To input these scores in, I'll show the steps here on the right-hand side. So you're going to hit your stats key, and your stat key is just to the left of your cursor arrows below the delete key, or 2 buttons to the right of the alpha key. So you'll hit your stat key. The next button you're going to want to hit or select is just edit. So you should just be able to hit enter. And when you hit enter on edit, you're going to be editing the lists specifically here. Now, if you have anything in your lists, it's pretty easy to clear them out. What you can do is just cursor up until you've highlighted list 1 or list 2 or whichever list that you're wanting to clear out, and then hit the clear button. The clear button is just below the cursor arrows. If you hit the clear button and then enter, you'll notice that everything in the list disappears. So let me state that once again. Cursor up over L1, L2, L3, or whichever list you want to delete, or clear out, I should say, and hit the clear button and hit enter, and it should clear everything out of that list. Now, just type each number into that list, and you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 5 times 4 would be 20, and there's a missing spot here, so you're going to have 19 numbers in there. Make absolutely certain that you have the correct numbers in, because everything after this will be messed up if you don't have the correct data set in. Also, for your calculator, you do not need to put these in order. And I would recommend just typing them in either column by column or row by row and not worrying about the order. Your calculator will take care of that. Once you've edited your statistics list, I want you to quit and go back to your home screen. After you quit and go back to your home screen, we're going to actually ask the calculator to figure out some statistics here. So you're once again going to hit your stat button. And then you're going to go cursor 1 to the right to the calculate menu. And then it's just number 1, which should be one variable statistics. So you're just going to hit enter on number 1. Based on your screen, you could have the newer version or the older version of the software. And so on your screen, if you just see one variable stats with like a parenthesis, you just have to type in list 1. To get list 1, you hit second and then the number 1 on your number keypad. If you have the newer version, it'll say list, and it should have L1 there automatically. Frequency of list, don't enter anything in there, and just go down to the calculate. For those of you that have the older version, what you're going to need to do is just type in that L1 and then hit enter. So if you hit the calculate button on the newer version, and let's see here, mine for some reason is not working correctly. Oh, I forgot to enter something in list 1. That's right. So yours actually should work, and you can just hit enter then if you need to again, and it'll go ahead and provide all those statistics. Now, if you cursor down all the way to the bottom, you are going to find the 5-number summary. So it should say min, Q1, median, Q3, and max. So on your calculator, that's 68, 80, 82, 88, and 99. What we're going to do now is we're going to draw what's called a box plot or a box and whisker plot. To do that, we're going to need a number line with a scale. So we're going to look at the lowest number, which is 68, and the highest number, which is 99. So I think we should go from like either 60 to 100 or maybe 65 to 100. We want to draw that scale first. So we're going to draw a line. We'll make this maybe 65. This will be 70. Try to make your tick marks evenly spaced apart as best as you can. You can use a ruler for this too if you're doing this by hand on a piece of paper. It's a little wide right there, but we're working with it. So we've got 90 here, 95. You can extend your line if you need to. It turns out mine's okay. So a couple things here. You want to keep your tick marks evenly spaced apart, and then also you have to go up by the same amount. Like each tick mark has, in this case, is worth 5. So you want to make sure that each tick mark has the same amount. You can't go from 5 to 10 to 2 and back and forth like that. The next thing to do is I like to draw the box for this one. So let's do this in blue here. And what I like to do first is draw the box part. And the box part is going to be from Q1 to Q3. So that's from 80 to 88. So I'm going to draw a vertical line right here, fairly decent size. And then I'm going to draw another one right here at 88. If you want, you can be real specific about this and actually label each one of those. And then I'm going to go ahead and just form the box part here. And there's another line that's going to go in the middle somewhere, or somewhere between 80 and 88, sometimes directly in the middle, sometimes not. And that's going to be the median. So the median here is 82. So I'm going to draw this right here. That's about 82 for me on my scale, and I'll mark it with an 82. Now it's time to draw the whiskers, and that's going to be the min and the max. So the min here is 68. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a little line kind of right in the middle of the other line, the left side of the box. And then I'm going to go from the center to center right here. So you're forming kind of a little whisker there. And if you want, you can put the actual number that you mean to be right on top. And then the max is going to be 99 here. So I'm going to go just a little shy of 100, draw that little vertical line. And then I'm going to connect that to the box by using another line right here. And there you go. You can label it actually if you want. Final exam scores. That might be nice. And there's your box and whisker plot by using that 5-number summary that you can do by hand, or you can use your calculator for.